Someone saw me cycling to work one day and they said, "You had such a big grin on your face at like 8 o'clock in the morning." And I said, "Yeah, I'm having a very happy life here." My role here is director and chief curator. So in doing so, I'm responsible for the management side of the museum, but as chief curator, I'm also responsible for the creative vision. I came from a very working class background. I didn't go to an art gallery or museum until I was 18 years old. As a kid, pretty much my life circulated around football, lacrosse, and hockey. And then all throughout that time, I was always drawing and painting, and a large part of what I would draw and paint were based on images in my brother's Sports Illustrated.
His passion for art grew. Collins pursued a BFA in visual arts at York University, followed by a master's and PhD in art history at Concordia and McGill University.
I felt a little bit of an outsider in my fine arts program in the sense that I would show up to class with baseball hats and my gear all in an Adidas sports bag, where my classmates were showing dressed in black with a large portfolio. So it's been a transition for me over time.
After working in museums across the country, Dr. Collins settled in at the Audain Art Museum, spring 2018.
For me, this was a perfect match in the sense that we have this incredible museum with a wonderful collection set in a ski town.
I think Curtis is a wonderful example of the link between sports and arts, and I think he goes against the stereotype.
I'd say the more people that meet Curtis and just realise that he is just like one of your local Whistler guys and plays a bit of disc golf or skis and bikes and whatever, yeah, like they're going to be more interested in coming along and checking out the Audain Art Museum. In sports, I think, I'm always working towards extending my body to its physical limits. In a similar way, art, I think, extends my mind to its limits and has a very much an emotional impact as well. So it's a manner in which I can push myself, which is something I enjoy doing. When I hit a trail, I start by climbing, and I'm not happy until I'm at the top. My sports activities offer me an opportunity to think about my cultural activities. So in other words, when I'm out on a cross-country ski, my mind wanders into art. Similarly, when I'm on my paddleboard, I think through many of the ideas that are occupying my mind during the day, and so much so that occasionally I'll fall off my paddleboard lost in thought. So I would hope that that's the kind of opportunity that we can offer people who engage in cultural and engage in recreational activities, that one complements the other.
When Curtis falls off his paddleboard, A, it shows that he's human. B, it also tells us how invested he is in the Audain and in the art and how much it means to him. And I think you have to be passionate to be here, whether it's as the director or as a volunteer. And so you hope to share some of that enthusiasm with visitors. And if it's the 18-year-old snowboarder who's never been to an art gallery before, this may be the start for him.
I find it super approachable just to go into the museum. Like before I went in there, I was a bit like, oh, I don't know if I can. It's like a bit, like I say, an arty-farty, like, or just out of my league or something like that. But yeah, it's awesome. Just anyone can go in there and check it out.
Finding the right balance between work and play can often be a challenge. But when that involves art and sport, as Dr. Collins shows, it can be a pleasure.
I definitely have moved all over the country and have enjoyed everywhere that I've lived, whether it's the prairies or the far north in the Yukon. However, here, again, the quality of the building, the quality of the collection, the quality of the team that we have here that is extremely talented off against Whistler's mountainous landscape and all the Great Lakes here, it's going to be hard to beat. So I think I'll stay here for a very long time. Sure. Okay. I'll be at the museum in about an hour. Okay, bye.